Hi guys, it's me, Amy, from A Taylor AI 1, and this is going to be over just two basic subjects. One will be the All You magazine, and the other one's going to be a slight rant on Walmart. And just so you newbies out there, I have a couple of people that I coach along with couponing, and they watch these videos when they get off work or whenever they have time to help them out with their couponing here in Nashville. We go shopping together and we do scenarios, and I kind of try to help them out and understand it. These are the good points and the bad points of couponing, and one of the bad points is when you have misinformed cashiers and managers. I'll get to that. First of all, I want to start by saying, this was the original All You magazine, which was the All You magazine with the coupons in it, and this is this month's for October of 2011. And I'll give you a quick glimpse. I'm not going to go over it, but hang on, let me see if I can find the list real quick. If I can't, then I just won't show it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking. Somewhere in here normally has a list. They have two other magazines now, and that's really what I want to tell you all about, because sorry, the glare. Sorry, and I have a few things to apologize for too, but anyways, I don't know if y'all can see those or not. Those are just some of the coupons that are in there. Anyways, sorry, moving too fast. So, I hate this camera, and this first thing I'll apologize for is this camera. The red camera that I bought from CVS is a piece of crap. It no longer works. It just has a white screen on it, and it won't record anything. My cell phone shuts down my computer whenever I try to upload a video from it. So I'm left with my webcam, which is a piece of crap, and I promise this weekend I will fix it. I will try to. If I can find me a decent camera, I will be getting another camera. Anybody with any idea of a decent camera, leave it in the comments below, because I'm frustrated with that as it is. So anyways, the point of this is, first of all, is the second one of these they came out with a few months ago was a Style All You magazine. I bought that one by accident one day, thinking it was this type with the coupons, and it wasn't. Today when I went into Walmart and I picked up the magazine, they now have one called a Savings All You magazine, and it has no coupons in it. So be careful on which All You magazine you pick up. You want to see the little yellow thing in this corner, this little sunburst, with the coupons value on it, because it'll be a pain to try to return the magazine or exchange it, because it is a magazine. I'll try to stop saying Anyways, I went to Walgreens. I got Walgreens on the mind for next week, don't I? I went to Walmart to price match the Big Lots ad for the $5 for Hasbro games. And the problem with this ad, and I'm sorry, I gotta put my glasses on, so I'll try to keep the glare down to a minimum with my glasses. It says extreme value box games featuring Toy Story 3 Operation Game. Assortment varies by store compared to $19.99. So again, this is the ad. Now, we kind of pretty much have to go on the photos, because there's not really a description, and usually we say you have to go by the description, not by the photo, but unfortunately in this case we have to go by this. So anyways, I had 6 of the Battleship, right, yeah, the Battleship, and 6 of the Operation Game, And we all know what these look like. You know, this is the Toy Story 3 one, then the Battleship one. And anyways, I'm not going to try to move this camera because, number one, it's attached to my monitor, so it's a pain to move. So I bought those, and let me tell you, I went through some hassle. And I went through the hassle because the first thing, I'm looking for the receipt, the first thing that happened when I went into Walmart, and this is what you have to be prepared for when you're new to couponing, is I went in knowing that this was not very clear in the description besides the one game for the operations, but watching everyone else's videos and seeing that they were buying the other one, which is pictured, which is the Battleship, I said, okay, well, it's obviously working and obviously it's not a problem, so I'm going to buy 6 and 6, 12 total. And, excuse me, it's late. I've had a very long day. By the way, I want to apologize halfway through before I go any further. I know I look like hell. You know, you get up early, get your kids off to school, go to work, go to college, drugstore shopping, grocery shopping, and then Walmart. And then by the time you get home, you're frazzled, your makeup's gone, you're tired, you just put on a night shirt, and you're exhausted, and I know I look it and I feel it. Anyways, got up to the register, and there was a young man there at the register, which no, was not actually profiling, okay? But he, I said, I'm price matching from Big Lots, $5 off of these games. And he said, okay, it was fine with him without a problem. He's scanning through. He does the 10th game. He puts it as $5. And then on the 11th game, it beeped and it wouldn't take it. So he's calling what he said was a manager who turned out to be not a manager, just turned out to be another associate. But before that associate, that woman came up to the register, he walked off. He just walked off. So he's got all my coupons sitting there. None of them are scanned. And then he has the games. And we put the games on the floor, and there's a reason why I'm telling you that, because this is how couponing can go bad. So, well, just bad in the experience, but in the end I got my 12 games. So then the lady walks up. Now she has no idea what's going on because they called her over, and number one, she's not a manager, and number two, he's scanned all but the 2 games. And I said, well, I'm price matching for Big Lots. And the first thing she said was, well, no, I said, I'm price matching the games. And before I even said Big Lots, she says, no, we don't do that. I said, yes, you do. She says, no, I'm the one that posted the coupon policy, and we don't do that. I said, well, you're wrong. Here's the policy. I've got your policy, and I'm telling you that you're wrong. And so, you know, she's talking to someone on her headphone set, and she goes, well, okay, yeah, we price matched, but I need the ad. I said, no, I don't need to give you the ad because you should already have the ad, because at this point I'm already had a long day and I'm irritated, and I'm 40 years old, so you want to argue with me? I've raised 3 boys. Let's argue. You know, I'm older than all these little 18-year-old associates, and you get tired of their attitude, and I finally came to the conclusion that if you act meek and mild in the line, they'll walk on you. Now, it doesn't mean you're rude and obnoxious, but it doesn't mean that you back down. If you know what the policy is and you've got it written in your hand, stand up for yourself, because I guarantee they would prefer that you walk out. And this woman, by the way, also had the attitude of this was coming out of her pocket, okay, which any of us that have dealt with this understands what this feels like, because they're taking a personal insult to you using coupons, and a bigger insult, evidently, if you price match and have coupons. So then the third person comes over. Now, the third person looks like she's 16 freaking years old, okay? And I don't know what she thinks she's going to do, but I'm looking at her thinking, oh, this is wonderful. So then she gets involved in this, and she's like, well, I don't know, I've seen ads on TV. So then they get into this discussion. Meanwhile, she's still talking into her headphone set to another manager, or to a manager. Then we have a fourth guy join us, this young associate, and he's putting his 2 cents in. And then, of all things, the security guard that was standing on the other side of the register puts in his 2 cents worth of, I shouldn't be allowed to buy 12 games. And I said, well, there's no restriction. I can buy as many as I want, and I can use as many coupons as I want. And so then the second lady started having issues in her microphone about, well, we shouldn't let her price match and use coupons. And she's getting, $10, $15 off for the games. That's just too much for her to be getting. And she's talking to this person in her headphones set while all these other people are standing behind her, all of them going to each other and to her about their own opinions. And then the first guy that originally rang it up came over, and I'm just standing there and I'm going, my God, these people. And the old saying of too many chiefs and not enough Indians, too many chefs in the kitchen, someone's going to get stabbed. And I tell you what, that's about how I felt. Because I'm standing there, just shaking my head and trying to get her to, she wouldn't even look at the coupon policy I had in my hand. Well, anyway, so that was just a complete freaking nightmare. So, got through it. And I don't know, it probably took us a good 45 to 50 minutes for all this to transpire, right? And thankfully nobody was behind me. But after I got home and I looked at the receipt, now I want to also point out that I kept telling her, because she was meticulous with the coupons, she was looking at the coupons and she was looking at the games and looking at the coupons. And she says, well, we're supposed to look at these. We're supposed to keep track of these. I said, I understand. I want to make sure you have all my coupons, and I want to make sure that you're counting all the coupons correctly. Okay? There's 12 games, 12 coupons. And for all that checking that she did, will you believe when I got home, I discovered on the receipt when I got home that she only rang up the 10. Well, the first dude rang up 10. She did not ring up the last 2 games, and she rang through 11 of the 12 coupons. And at first I looked at it and I said, oh God, now I got to go back. Now, of course, we're concerned mainly about ourselves, not others, so I'm thinking she didn't ring one of my coupons up. And then when I got to looking at the receipt and realized, counting how many there were of games, I went, oh crap, she didn't ring up 2 of the games, but she rang up 1 extra coupon. You know what? I'm not going back. I am tired and I'm irritated. And you know what? Dealing with Walmart's like having your teeth pulled. It's just extremely painful most of the time. So for the entire order that was originally would have been $180 pre-tax for all these games, if you just want to count both games as $15, which for some strange reason one was $15 and one was $19. My subtotal before coupons, just price matching, was $50, right there, and then it was would have been $64 with tax. All my coupons came off, and my subtotal was $6, and with my tax, it was $10.63. So I'm home, and I'm tired, and I'm still irritated, and that is my rant. So maybe I'll go back and take care of it tomorrow and try to explain to them what happened, get looked at like I'm really, really stupid, and have to explain it to the customer service agent, have to re-explain it again to the assistant manager, and then probably have to explain it again to a store manager before anyone's going to understand that I'm trying to tell them that the purchases were rang up incorrectly and the coupons not taken, because she did take all 12 coupons. You know, it's only $2 to me, but the hassle of having to go back and try to explain this again with too many chefs in the kitchen is a pain in the ass. So, alright guys, that's my rant. So watch out for your new All You magazine. Be sure you get the right one. And live, love, eat, and have a wonderful weekend. Okay guys, bye.